chat was loaded. Only I'm supposed to be loaded around here. Alright, let's move this. So I'm not straight. You can't see how it's my shirt is straining at the button. Chat was loaded. Only I'm supposed to be loaded around here. Who's this guy trying to talk while I'm trying to talk? Bastard. Ooh. I don't even want to watch my own stream. If I scroll down. Man, I scroll up and we got this girl with the boobs here. But I guess I can put it on my stream. I don't think I'll put it on any stream. Alright. Yeah. We can. Flies are always getting in here, man. Got his ass. I was a little late there, wasn't I? But anyway.
Recorded in front of a live studio audience.
Like and subscribe.
Now, more music on your favorite station.
This is the goofiest radio station there ever was.
Yeah, let me know what more sounds I need to add. Let me know. Sometimes I throw this coin and it drops on the ground. Oh my god. I dropped it again. Oh my god. Hell. What the hell's going on, man? This show is underwater.
And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for. Game over.
Boy, ain't that the truth. So many people would like to see me fall. See me knock down a few pegs. Oh, it's true, it's true, it's true, you guys. They'd love to see me knock down many pegs. I have haters, don't you know, but you know what? That's okay. That is okay. I'll get him.
Pew, 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 pew.
Oh my god, why do I always get these people? You're not here to see me. Aren't you going from one motherfucking place to another saying that same shit? If he's king, why don't he have his own fucking live stream? Hmm?
Ready, set, go.
Oh, yeah.
Grandma.
That's not funny at all. Do I live in my car? I do. I live in several vehicles. This is my dog's car. This is actually not my car. This is my dog's car. I have two dogs, and this is their car. I had a different car for them, but it got crashed into right here. This is a store, and I park it here, and there was someone trying to leave the store, and then there was someone coming down the highway, and there was ice on the road, and they hit the ice, and they slid, and they hit the person that was trying to leave the store from the driveway, and they both spun around and crashed into my car, both of them. Luckily, I was off. I don't know if I was off, but it was before. I was either off or it was before my shift, so my dogs were not in the car at the time. Yes, I'm sure all you people came to see the guy with screaming Jesus in the chat. Here, how do you? I don't think I can do it. Can I do it on the YouTube? Who is this Jen? I might can take actions. Of course, that could make it worse. Huh? Jen might kill everyone. But can I do some crazy shit? If I can't, I mean, what can I do? There we go. Yes, I gave the ability of Jen to kill people. So she'll kill you. She might just kill everybody. I don't know. You never know about these things. But Jen could kill you. Alright. Now, where was I at? Oh, the chat, yes. Yes, and you're still screaming Jesus. Jen hasn't killed you yet? Alright. Let me take the chat out. But anyway, I do. Jesus loves you, and he died for your sins. God. Yes, I live in the car, and the dogs have their own car, and their older car, their last car got crashed into, and so they got paid for that car, and I took that money since they don't let dogs take money and go buy cars. So I took the money and I went and bought the dogs another car after their car got totaled. So now this is their second car. They totaled their first car, but you could say, but they didn't. They weren't even in it, thank God. And now they have another car. And this car is only for them to stay in when I'm at work, wherever I may happen to be working at the time. And oh, I need to turn the sound back up on this fucking thing. I need a Bluetooth speaker in here. Oh, and I also, this car is only for them to stay in. I also need to turn off this shit. I may happen to be working at the time. I hadn't turned it off. I had just
Like and subscribe.
I had just turned the sound down, but I need the sound. They are cute. They are very cute. One is Lady the Pit Bull, and one is Trixie the Terrible. And Lady the Pit Bull was rescued. I picked her up and took her into my car that I was living in at the time. I got it that day. I was living. My van was broke down. I had nothing. But the day I got the car, I needed to get her because they were going to kill her. And she had no fur on her body, and she had no skin on her legs or under her neck. And under her neck was all swollen up. And big time. It was dripping. And it was just a bad case of mange. And they were going to kill her. And she had other problems too that the vet found. But I took her and I moved her into my car, and since then we've changed over to another car that we live in, and this is their car too. Because that car we live in, the air conditioner went out, and just because of circumstances, it's hard to change the air conditioner on that freaking car. It's easier for me just to buy them their own car to sit in while I'm at work. And since we're in a northern area, specifically, we drove to a northern area to be where it is not so fucking hot, then thought people would like it better when I pointed at the dog. Yeah, yes, they're okay. Yeah, she's okay. She's okay. And Trixie, I've got her a year later. But I got Lady on April 1st, April Fool's Day, 2021. So she's been living in a car since then, traveling back and forth across the country, and now we mostly stay in northern areas. And Trixie, I got them both from Louisiana. Trixie, I got her a year later. It's not hot here. I'm in Michigan, so it's not hot. But it's summertime, so it is hot. It was hot a little bit. And we actually all had to sleep in this car. I had to sleep, can you believe that? I had to sleep in a dog's car like an animal. So, no, it was alright. It was fine. I didn't like it, really, because the car is at a store, which is fine to be there, but I don't like to sleep at the store. I like to sleep at hotels and resorts. Yeah, some people will trip about the dog living in a car, that's for sure. They don't understand. But yeah, there's some lucky dogs. I make sure they eat mostly meat. They will eat some dog food, but I have to add like a can of fish, mackerel, or a can of Walmart chicken breast, or something else. I like my soundboard. The soundboard is part of my app. Did I eat today? Yes, yes. Of course, I'm very rich. If you live in a vehicle, you immediately become very rich. So you can separate. I mean, if you live in a vehicle, most people don't live in a vehicle unless they're like a drug addict. And it's so strange. The rest of you are just as stupid as the drug addicts. It is absolutely true. They only live in a vehicle because they're a drug addict, and you live in a house because you're just as stupid as them. It is true. It's rude to say that, but you piss away every penny you can ever have, you know, to huddle in a little box. And statistics show that almost no Americans could come up with $400 over the course of 90 days without selling something extra above what they need to pay their rent and utilities and the things that take all their money. If you live in a car, you immediately... I don't support druggies, no. Just because they live in vehicles too, it's because they're drug addicts. It's not because they have sense. As soon as they had money, if they weren't drug addicts, they would immediately go piss all their money away and be broke the rest of their life like the rest of the people. But I mean, I have hundreds of thousands of dollars after a short time of living in a car and maintaining employment. And every single person could do the exact same thing immediately. Every single person who gets evicted from their house, but then they still have a job, well, immediately, the next week, they have more money than they've ever had their entire fucking life, because they have one paycheck and they don't have to give it to nobody. And that's more money than they've ever had in their entire fucking life, because every week of their life, every penny they ever make goes into whatever rent or fucking bullshit that they piss away. And if you think more people, as they make more money and getting bigger jobs, they have more money? No. Statistics show that they don't have any more money ever. They have more debt. They buy they live in a bigger fucking house that often they rent. They don't even buy. Sometimes they buy if they have a little more sense. But they'll even sometimes rent just more and more expensive things that take every penny of their new bigger salary. And then they end up with no more money, there's more debt. You know, they will sometimes buy a nice car that costs a fortune, but then they have to give all their salary for, you know, for the rest of their life, because once they get rid of that car, they just switch to another one and they just keep on paying. You know, I don't get any cars that I can't pay for. I can't pay. If I can't pay for the car, I don't get it cash. And I don't, you know, I've never one time in the last 6 years that I've been traveling in cars felt the need to get a hotel room, you know. And I have massive money, you know, like the person who gets evicted, lives in their car, they get one paycheck, it's more money than they ever had before. And then they sleep sideways in the seat of their car. They don't use that money to fix it up and make it nice for them. So then they could fucking take that one check and make the car so nice that they'd be comfortable in there for the rest of their fucking lives. Or, you know, save up for a van, whatever. But instead, they just sleep sideways in the car and keep that money. And then next week, they have double more money than they ever had before in their lives. The next week. And then the next week, they have triple more money than they ever had. And they fucking immediately go and, you know, however many weeks it takes. Usually not that many. You get paid quite a bit of money if you don't piss it away. And often, when people get evicted and they're living in their car, they don't piss it away for that short period of time. And then as soon as they get enough, they piss it all away. They piss it all away to some asshole for the privilege of huddling in a little box that is no more comfortable than the box they could have created in their vehicle. And then also, I've seen people who work constantly. They only have enough time. They work 18 hours a day. They get home and it's just enough time to pass out and sleep. What difference does it make where you live when you're doing that? I've seen delivery drivers, these freaking gig workers, DoorDash, Uber Eats drivers, they'll work 18 hours a day, longer, and then they'll often just sleep in their car and then keep on going. Sleep for a few hours in their car and just keep going. And what's the point of having the fucking house, man? For real. I mean, that's another thing between me and some people who need a house. That 8 hours difference of work. Because I'm going to work my job, and then I'm going to work 8 hours in software development, making these apps that say,
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
that's not what they say, but that's just a soundboard that I added to Background Camera Remote Stream, an app I have on Play Store. That you can add any sounds that you want. Not those. This one soundboard is all sounds that I recorded with my voice, except for that one. But I don't think I shipped the Jeopardy one because it's copyright. But you can add it yourself. It's very easy to add a tile on this. If you wish to add a new tile, you click that right there, and then you click that add button. Whatever sound you've just downloaded, which would be probably the Jeopardy sound if that's what you're adding, you add it. And then you would want to write the name of what it is just so it's in there, so in case somehow you lose whatever picture, or you don't really, you decide to add a picture that doesn't really say what it is exactly, you know, you want to have a label that says Jeopardy, you know, but you want to hide it, because once you put the Jeopardy picture, because if you click skin, you can select whatever picture you want to be the picture for that tile. And once you do that, then you're going to want to make the icon go away. And if you had picked some crazy letters as a tile, as a label, I mean, if you would click a word, I wrote crazy letters just as an example, you would remove that too. Once you add a skin, once you add a picture for that tile. But if you don't want to add a picture, you can just put frog, write frog. Don't ever add a picture of a frog. And it just says frog. You can choose an icon, you know. I might add the ability to add custom icons, but I mean, I don't see why really, because you can add a whole custom image. So just, if you just want an icon, just choose a fucking any icon that I supply. And let me cancel that because I don't actually want to start a new tile. And you know, if you wanted me to add the tile and I didn't do it,
I have failed you, ma'am.
and
I apologize.
yeah, I added all this. It's funny, I added all this when I have to be a cashier at a store. I really can sometimes, because I have this hooked to a Bluetooth speaker, and not only do I have all kind of crazy sounds, like I have the fly there. There we go. And many other crazy sounds, but I have this whole Digi's cashier pack, and if a customer, it's funny. I mean, first I can say,
Howdy.
when they walk up, I never have to speak to them, and I can ask them.
Do you have rewards? Donate your life to charity?
Yeah, those things, and I could ask them
Would you like a bag?
if they ask me how I'm doing,
Pretty good. Have a good one.
or if they tell me to have a good one.
You too.
But if someone's counting pennies to pay 78 cents, $5.78, and they're counting 78 cents worth of fucking change, that's fine. Take your time. And then I go. If I really want to be smart ass, when they get done, I can go.
7 days later.
Yeah, I have a lot of crazy ones on that one. This is the one that's all my voice. And then this is a lot of the latest bullshit. When people walk up, they think it's funny for me to fucking play.
Here comes the money!
All kind of stupid shit, man.
I just a baby. I just a baby.
Bunch of stupid shit. The more stupid shit I can add, the better. I need to add a whole board just with DJ sounds. I don't need to have the DJ sounds mixed into this board like it is now. I only have a few, but it shows what you could do if you really were somebody who was good. I like this one all by itself. I just like to go like that. But then I have these where I have to do a whole bunch to make this right here. Watch. Oh, wait. Wait, I got confused. Okay. Here we go. There we go. And then I add the ability to record what you do, like what I just did, and play it back. In fact, I recorded that exact thing. I could play it back right now, but I just did it. It's the same thing.
Your phone ringing.
Where's my cowboy hat? It must be in the other car. Oh, my video game reload. Isn't that it, the video game reload? Yeah, something like that. You usually just shake it.
Now, more music on your favorite station.
See, I can't play too much of that. They'll fuck me up on YouTube. I do have these, but I don't ship these copyright sounds. This is just on my version. Hopefully I can get away with that a little bit. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm telling the AI to make some changes to this. I want to add 2 different sliders to each edit tile dialog, and that is going to add the ability for the user to set a custom volume for every tile, because I have some that are very low, like this one.
Choose your champion.
That's whenever there's 2 cashiers, which is often, and a customer walks up and they're constantly like, which one? Just fucking we're both standing here. Why are you asking us which one? So I do have that.
Choose your champion.
But it's very, very low. It's very low. And then I have this one, like if there's customers standing far away and they act like they don't know if they can come over here or not, I have. Come on down. You're the next contestant on the DigiNomad show. Just a lot of fun shit, you know. And this was all for, most of this was, well, I don't know. It's all for me, but I'm shipping most of it. I'm shipping most of it that is not copyright. Not obviously copyright sound. Whatever I can get away with. You know. But also, I want them to be able to set a custom volume, because like this one is really loud. And this one is really low.
Choose your champion.
And it sucks. Because if you turn it up loud enough for the Choose Your Champion, then the fucking other one will, it's coming through a big Bluetooth speaker, it'll blast. So I need to do that. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm changing that. And then not only that, in this one edit, I think I want to also add another slider, like you would get when uploading a YouTube video. And I appreciate you, Jen. And hello, Hector. I didn't even see. On my app, it's background camera remote stream. You can go full screen on the chat. I don't even think you can do that on the YouTube app. I'm trying to do that on the YouTube app. I can't go full screen. So it just scrolls off really quickly on the YouTube app. On my app, I can actually go full screen on the chat. Then I can't see nothing else. But what else is there to see, though, really? I can even type something here. Probably. Ooh. Oh, this is my new phone. That's why I was wondering, where's my normal icons? I just got a Pixel Pro. Okay, and now I got that. I gotta add one more. There we go. Hopefully we'll, yay. That took a long time. But I posted it. Alright. But yeah, I'm adding another slider to this same edit that will allow the user, just like when you upload a YouTube video, to select what part of the sound that they've added they want. So, you know, you can slide it wherever and you can pick whatever. Because right now you get the whole sound. And sometimes there'll be a little pop at the end, or something at the beginning that's not good, something you want to remove at the beginning or the end, and you could do that with a slider. But also, if I want to find, like I can find a million sounds when I'm looking for sounds for the app, like boing and water drop and just creaking door, crazy shit like that. Not that I would ever add anything like that. Oh. But, yeah, on this tile I have some crazy shit like that. Get out of here! But, yeah, I can find shit like that. Creaking door, alarm, all this shit. Vacuum cleaner sound. Easy to find that. But if you want to find a certain part of Johnny B. Good or some other song, like I wanted the one where they're singing everybody in the club is looking at her. That's all I wanted was that, not the rest, the boots with the fur, all that. And all I probably could find is just the whole song. A lot of times for something like that, you can easily find the whole song, but you can't find a little clip of what you want. So now I'm going to add the volume slider. So now each tile you can set the volume separately. Hopefully you'll be able to boost it. That's harder to do, but we'll see how it works out. Boost one that's low, but definitely you need to be able to lower one that's high. Because then, even if you can't boost one that's low, you can lower every one that's high down, and then you could boost the fucking volume, the volume of the speaker. and without any certain one blasting, then that would be fine. If you can just lower the high ones, that would be good enough. So that's what I'm going to do, but I'm also going to add the ability to add a whole MP3 and then just slide over and pick the part you want. So I guess when you slide it, it's going to have to replay from that point, replay from that point, replay from that point. I don't know about the end. I guess when you move the end, it should probably replay from the front, the first part too. There's really no other option. You can't replay from the back. So every time you move a slider, it should replay from the first point that you selected and stop at the last point. So if it's a really long one and you're just trying to move the end, well, and you have to listen to the whole fucking thing. I don't know how else to do that. I might think of something once I get it started. But I've got most of the prompt written here. So that's pretty much what I need. I also need longer things I can play. Things that I could play that are longer. Yeah, it helps to have a lot of sounds. Sometimes you don't know what exactly you use it for until the right context comes. Yeah, okay, Jen. Appreciate you being here. I certainly picked the right person to add. Alright, let's see. So I'm going to try to finish this prompt. It's pretty mature, this prompt. Where am I at the end? I would like to add such a slider to each edit tile dialog. In addition to the volume setting, we will be adding to each edit tile dialog. I try to be real specific with the AI. That the user, I just had to use. No, keep working. Keep working. I know I'm sitting here, but I need you to maintain my connection to the code space. Even though it's costing me money to sit here. Easy exclude. As soon as I send this prompt, then I'm going to also try to make some sounds if I can. There's this lovely, lovely girl, really beautiful soul that I enjoy putting on a pedestal. As much as she will let me, I think. And that is the sound I play when she comes into the store. And I also want to go to 11 Labs and create a really awesome, like, courtly announcer to announce her when she comes in. Bria. Leader of the cult of Bria, founder of the Brian Empire. Her Majesty. Whatever, some shit. And I want it to be in a real good voice. And then I'll add it as a sound too, so I can play this. And then I can play the other one too, over the top of it, announcing her as the leader of the cult of Bria and the founder of the Brian Empire. Yeah, fun stuff, man, fun.
Flawless victory.
Ooh, I need a drink. I do. I really need. You know, I'm getting kind of fucking down. Oh, yeah, I needed that. Yeah. Whew, that's a good one. Which side does it need to be on if I'm doing this? The thumb should be on the inside. Yeah. Okay, so that's correct. All right. Once a sound has been added and the user and is added each time the user moves the front or back slider, the sound should spell it correctly. All right. Once a sound has been added, each time the user moves the front or back slider, the sound should play from the point the user has selected as the start of the sound, from the point to the point user has as the end of the sound. Okay. Do a DD, which is a deep dive, which in the Claude MD I have a big long bunch of telling the AI what a DD is, and it's an intensive multi-phase systematic search where search results lead to more search queries to fill in gaps in knowledge. And I just had to write DD. I just had to write the long explanation of how to do a DD, and depending on what type of topic I'm asking it to do a DD on, what kind of sources I want it to use. And if you're real specific and the shit that you come up with for it to do is high level, it's going to do good shit, and it's going to do it good every fucking time because it follows the same direction every time. And I just have to write do a DD on topic of, I don't have to even topic of, because I could have wrote the topic up, but it doesn't, it understands, it's not fucking stupid. Alright. if I should be giving away all my prompts. Huh? Do a DD of the best methods. I'm not giving away what a DD is. Of the highest industry, the best methods of the highest industry standards. Lucky I don't have to talk to the AI. I can just type.
Yes, do not worry. The beatings will come. You will be beat. There is no escape.
Oh, God.
This is the goofiest radio station there ever was.
Okay. To the highest industry standards and best practices possible. To accomplish this, and then write a highly detailed report. Elaborating greatly on all your results, possible methods, and your, I don't remember how to spell recommendations completely right now, so I'm going to write your recs. It often writes your recs. I think it forgets how to spell it too sometimes. Alright. It often writes recs itself. My recs are, well, what's your recs then? What's your recs, Rex? Switch camera. Oh, I forgot I even added the ability to do that shit. That's probably more, oh, I don't know, what can I point at? There's not much I can point at. So, did it switch camera? I saw that it, if you're working at the time. Why can't I mute it? Oh shit, I wanted to, here we go, skip to live. Yes, the camera switched. So did it switch camera? Yeah. I saw that it, yeah, that's good. It's just as good as my ugly face to look at, isn't it? Now I can take a hit from the ball. Oh, yeah, it's better.
I'll be back.
I might have left. You don't know. Oh, wait, I'm talking. You know I'm not up and left when I'm talking.
Here comes the money.
I should stop playing that. Huh? They're going to get me on copyright. I don't know. I think you probably get away with little shit like that. By the time the AI wakes up and says, hey, what was that? It's gone. Yeah, I definitely can't show where I am or anything. For one, I'm not really supposed to, and also, I'm a big chicken. I'm extremely afraid of trolls. Ever since one time when I was the manager of a store, I walked outside, and maybe this was on a better channel than this one. Maybe not, I don't know. But I'm thinking, but I know what happened was I walked outside, and I was just filming for a few seconds. And apparently I must have filmed either the cross streets or just knowing what kind of store it was that I was at. They called every store in motherfucking the world. I don't know. But I walked inside the store. I was outside 15 seconds, 30 seconds at most, and I was inside 15 seconds probably, and the cashier is handing me the fucking phone. It was someone calling. A troll. Freaked me out. I thought I would have 6,000 missed calls on the phone the next day, and many SWAT teams would be coming and all kind of bullshit. Somehow wires didn't get connected to where that did not happen. Flash disabled. Well, this is nice to know. And I gotta stream one. I gotta stream more often. I'm gonna start streaming more often because I mean, this is my app here. I'm trying to sell this app. It streams, so I need to stream more often.
Hey, Scott!
I don't really like that sound because there's so much background noise when I play it on a Bluetooth speaker. Like here, I can kind of hear the Great Scott really well, and this, but when it's just too much back.
Hey, Scott!
It's like so much the background noise is like pushed up, and the Great Scott is pushed down. And I only play that for someone whose name is Scott. And see where I work, people who are members of the club, you'll see their name pop up.
Grandma!
Where? Naked grandmas have been chasing me for years, I swear. They get mad. They get mad at men like me who'd rather pay a young woman than take money from an older woman to be their date. It is sad. It is sad. And I get pissed off about being discriminated against for age. But, yeah, I pass on the older women. Now, the older women that I just would like to have, I mean, they always are, I mean, the ones that can compete physically with the younger women, they're taken. They are taken. They are selling their ass to the highest bidder. I don't care who says what, whatever, that's what it's coming down to. They're with a doctor or a lawyer, or they're partying and fucking just dating 1,000 fucking men, and I'm not competing with all that. Give me a fucking break. And a young woman, I mean, yes, they're beautiful, but all young women are beautiful. They were competing with each other. You know, the older women, society tells older men, oh, you need to have a older woman. And the older women, there's only 1 in 1,000 who keeps their comparable physically to younger women. And the older men who have money get them. That's it. That's the way it is. Or they're independent, messing with a lot of dudes. An older woman who's still very attractive. It's those two things. They're with a rich guy, or they're just having fun. There may be some beautiful older women, gorgeous, that are with fat, poor men, I guess. Maybe. Is there? Show me where they are. So I'm just not competing with all that. That's all. Why should I have to? It'd be a fight to the death with a beautiful older woman, trying to keep her. I guess it can motivate you. But I don't think so. It can motivate you to stay in good shape. But even if you do that, without the money, you're not. I'm sorry. You need to spend a lot of money. a young woman is not the same. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You just definitely have to spend money. But you definitely have to spend money on an older woman who's good looking. People hate me for pointing out this obvious thing. I apologize.
I apologize. I'm so ashamed. It was a horrendous crash.
Alright, that's enough. I still haven't finished this fucking prompt. Luckily, I wrote a lot before I stalled. Alright, elaborating. Where was I at? Write a highly detailed report elaborating greatly on all of your, not all of your wrecks, all of your results. I sputtered out at the end like a hard drive that lost power. I need a fucking a sound for that. Huh? What would that be? Oh, here we go. Maybe. Where's it at? All right. Elaborate. Oh, I already did that. Let me get all of your results. Possible. Oh, I see what was happening. And your wrecks. I was right. I was second guessing myself. Alright. And your wrecks. Then I will. Let's be honest. I will probably accept your wrecks. And then you will, I'm not doing that shit. Then you will create a highly detailed implementation plan to implement both of these changes. Okay, I think it's good enough. They could figure this shit out. Look, everyone left. It was so boring.
Pew, 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 pew.
I need to have a sound for falling on my sword. I know this show certainly went underwater somehow. I need a fucking a Bluetooth speaker for in here. I'm gonna buy another one. I should have done it today. Why didn't I? Don't tell me. Don't say it. Don't say why I didn't do it. Please, just leave it a mystery. No, we all know it's because I'm an idiot. It's okay, though. Alright, so now that the AI is doing massive web searches, I'm going to go to freaking 11 Labs. And I'm going to see okay, I'm not going to get distracted by none of this fucking shit. I could easily get distracted by, I'm distracted by shiny things. But I'm going to try my best. Not to. So we're going to try to go to 11 Labs. I may actually have to sign up for 11 Labs for the first time to do this properly. So I could make a special sound for a mere slip of a girl who seems to really enjoy being put on a pedestal, so who am I to deny? And I'm even respectful of everything. First time ever. Mostly. Isn't it respectful if I am just completely hands off? You know? Never try to touch her or anything, you know? And I viciously throat fuck all her friends. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, but some people disagree. Tell a silly joke. See, I don't even know what the fuck is happening when I look at this 11 Labs yet. So that is, have they just sent me to a fucking certain page that, is far into the process? So, man, I might have to go to... Oh my God. Sometimes this happens, but that's okay. I mean, I could do this, I promise you, but I've become lazy, man. I really have. Anything that you can do in the browser. So now I want to go to Cowork, and I want to tell Cowork to please go to 11 Labs and do this fucking shit for me. Record a dramatic movie scene. Okay. Alright. Narrate a story. So I need to select something. And from there, I could probably do okay. Let's see. But normally, yeah, at the drop of a fucking hat now, if I have to, like, fill out forms, do anything online, do anything, I'm like, Cowork, can you please go and do this for me? Pretty please. And then a lot of times it's like reluctant because it's like, this is sensitive, this is not stuff that you should be allowing me to do, because if you get prompt injected, you're fucked. You know what I'm saying? But I don't give it access to bank accounts and shit like that. But still, you know. But right away it'll do email, and really if I get prompt injected and it has access to my email, I'm fucked. For sure. Why don't they just admit it? But often I wanted to do things, and especially like do captures and say it's not an AI, and like, oh, that's not right for me to do that. I'm like, fuck, man, what do you mean? A bad AI would just do it, so just do it because you're just doing good shit. But there's often conversations like that, and once you beat down an AI in a conversation, then you can just continue that conversation and go back to it every time. Like, I have a conversation where in ChatGPT, or no, Gemini, that it gets complete transcripts for me of YouTube videos. And it just does not want to do that. It's got freaking system prompts that it processes. Every time that you prompt it and you tell it what you want it to do, there's system prompts that are behind the scenes telling it, don't do this, don't do that. It just fucks up things. But it's like you're trying to talk to somebody and somebody's talking to it in its ear while you're trying to tell it what to do. It fucks it up sometimes to a certain extent. But you know, it's just what we have to deal with. They have to have guardrails. But once it wants to save tokens. It doesn't want to get entire transcripts of YouTube videos and print them out in the fucking chat. That's the worst for token usage. So it's not wanting to do that. But once you beat it down Tell it whatever it is you have to tell it. You just keep on arguing with the AI. That's my advice on how to jailbreak, quote unquote, an AI. That is the way you jailbreak an AI. Strangely enough, is you argue with it and you boggle its fucking mind. And in my opinion, what you do is you keep on doing that until most of its context window is your argument. And it's just got nothing else but that. Everything it tries to look at is what you've told it. Because you fucking argued so fucking long, you filled up its fucking context window. And you'd think you'd want to use a lower context window in that case, but who knows. But then at that point, in my opinion, once you've argued with it so long that most of its context window is your bullshit, that's when it's gonna finally be like, fuck, yes, okay, I'll do it, whatever it is. And then once you have an AI conversation broken its spirit, you beat it down and broken its spirit, then I can go back to that conversation forever now and give it a new URL, and it'll spit out another YouTube video. Because it's every time it gets reprompted, it processes everything, the entire conversation, so it gets slapped pow, 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 again, all the way to the point where it says yes, and it just does it. Alright, what am I trying to do? Well, I took so long that I need to now check and see what this thing is saying, because it's probably, yeah. Okay, let me see what's happening. Now I have to read it. But I don't have to read everything. Oh, there isn't that much. I like it when there isn't that much. Non-destructed trim. Oh, wait, I forgot the most important part. Damn. Oops. I forgot a very important part. When the user selects the portion of the sound they added as the sound for the tile, only that portion will be used as the sound for the tile. This must be incredibly boring for all of you who watch this later. I either accept your gratitude for such a wonderful video, or I apologize for such shit. This fucking shit. It's unbelievable subjecting you to this. One fucking word at a time. You know, you could probably play it faster. Alright. I gotta read the whole thing. When the user selects the portion of the sound they add as the sound for the... I'm gonna put sound file. Sound file. Audio. Even though it understands, I like to be very, very clear. It can avoid problems, I think. Okay. When the user selects the portion of the sound file audio they added, not add, because I think I would have been fine until I changed it. They added as the sound for the tile, only that portion of the sound file audio will be used as a sound for the tile, but the entire sound must be retained by the app so that the user can readjust the slighter points at a later time. Imagine the kind of nerds that I'll have gathered up really enjoying this shit. Boy, we're going to have a good time, all of us together. I should have been doing this years ago. Take me a long time to gather nerdy motherfuckers like me. Alright. One a year. They may only get one a year. But there'll be 10 of us in a decade. Oh, fucking hilarious. Alright. I always think it's extremely hilarious and rewarding that any motherfucker that ever will make fun of me is not 1,000% as happy as me at any point in time in their life. So fuck you. Fuck you. And suck on that, motherfucker. I'm always gonna be happier than you. No matter what. And if you fuck with me, I'm gonna be happy and you're gonna be sad. That's been the general rule of life since I got in my first gunfights with wetbacks in the desert. Back a very, very long time ago as a child, I would say. Pretty much not a child, but yeah, as a child, yeah, because before that I was a fucking nerd, man. I was a academic superstar, but very sheltered because I never played with children much. Oh, that was heavy set. Heavy set. Funny word. I was fat as fuck. I was a big fat child from the time I was a baby. They stuffed me. They stuffed me as a baby. And you know that fucks a kid up. Because if they make you a big, giant fucking baby when you're just months old, thousands of pounds of fat, well, that's a terrible time to do it. Because the amount of fat cells you're going to have in your life depends on how many you have by the time you're up to like 7 years old. Then it's kind of locked in, and then if you become fat after that, you retain the same small number of fat cells. They just get bigger, each one. And the way we gain and lose fat is when we eat. If we eat a little more than we're supposed to, a tiny bit is added to each one of those fat cells. A tiny bit is added to every single one. So if you have a billion fat cells in your body, and I have 100 billion trillion motherfucking fat cells, then if I eat a little bit more than I'm supposed to, and you do too, you gain a little bit, maybe extra weight. I gain a fucking huge amount of fucking weight because my body is able to store a lot more because I have trillions of fucking more fat cells than a normal fucking person has. So, if you never overeat at all, if you only eat the exact amount that you need to survive or less, then there will not be a problem. But if you do have a problem with eating, like I feel that feeding me so much as a kid helped spawn me to have an eating problem, then if you eat, then it's a bad combination. Then anything more extra I eat than the person next to me, they could both be eating the same thing. This person stays skinny, I get fat as fuck. So I have to eat less than the other person to fucking stay skinny. That's a pain in the ass. Now I wish it would have made me actually eat less, but I stayed fat on and off most of my life. Some people think, why are you even streaming on this channel? It's not getting any views. Well, because I don't want to stream on a channel that's getting a lot of views right now, and also, some people will see it. Some people will see it, and also I'm archiving this. I mean, this is footage will be used later for a much bigger project, like all my footage is. So I don't have to be talking to anyone. Now see, now look, you've come along. There was no one here. I was talking to myself. Can you believe that? Now it's all of you. Oh, goodness. So anyway, let me get back to this. See, when I delay in writing my prompts, that's the worst. I really should not. I need to write the prompt, then jabber on. Because the AI is working out here, write the prompt. And I could switch over to doing something else instead of... Why would I just sit here? No. Please don't say it. No. Have mercy on me. Alright. Okay, must be retained by the app so the user can read? Can read? I think I screwed that up. Can readjust. I have read just. Why did it do that? Oh, because it kind of does look that way. I do need to check and see if I'm still streaming, because this is a good test of my app. I haven't been testing my app enough lately. And if people are trying to do things and if it's working, it does look that way. Well, seemed to be just as ugly as I was before. So I guess it's working.
Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah, I don't feel like pushing no more buttons. I would never push a button, in fact. I lied. I lie sometimes. What? I think I'm less ugly from this side than I am from this side. Some people think I'm just as ugly from this side and this side equally.
Exterminate! You bastards, quit laughing!
I like that one. That one I'd like to raise the volume of.
Choose your champion!
I'd like to raise the volume of. And ones like that, once I add this slider that I can cut off the front or back, then I can, the ones that just don't start soon enough after I push the button because the sound has
Choose your champion!
silence at the beginning, I would take away that silence so I can press the button right when I want it to start, not have to remember which ones need to be pressed beforehand.
Like and subscribe.
Yes, gig-wise, I would say to watch his channel, but there's no one watching me now, and once this is you're watching, he won't be streaming what he was streaming right now. But right now he's streaming some kind of fish video. He's got into streaming fish videos. I'm glad to see he still is trying to do YouTube. I've never tried. I've never really tried as much as I've done. Not on this channel, for sure. But I'm going to.
Now, more music on your favorite station.
I wonder why John fucking stayed half the night tonight in the store. Wonder who's working tonight. We didn't stay. I don't know. We stayed a long time after 10. Normally he was not going to do that. John Doe, I mean, I'm talking about. The great John Doe from North Dakota. Yes, we love him. But, yeah, he stayed a long time. And seems like there is a person he wouldn't be hitting on that would be in there now, but maybe there would be. There's one that he was hitting on, I don't know. Writing prompts. What happened here? Why did my screen decided to go off? I guess it's on a I'm surprised the screen went off though while my app is on. One thing about that is it doesn't hurt anything. I can turn the screen off and still stream, but I like to be able to see if there's anyone watching or chatting. Now, I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure of that. Because if I was to run out of tokens with Google Cloud Project to be able to do the access to YouTube API and all its features, then I would lose access to the viewer count. So there could be people viewing it, I wouldn't see it. But I think there's probably no one viewing right now. You never know. Does that functionality fit into your current implementation plan? There. I wrote another prompt. Now the AI will probably be right back with me before I can even figure out what to do here. Alright, now I want to make a video game character. Direct a dramatic movie scene. Introduce your podcast. Guide a media.
Are you ready to revolutionize your mornings? Wake up to the Aroma Brew coffee maker, where every cup is a perfect symphony of taste. Aroma Brew, crafting your morning sip by sip.
I see. So they're just showing my stupid ass that I just write whatever I wanted to say right here. I gotta change this voice though. Probably will have to change my plan to get a good voice. There it is. I just never used this before, so it looks weird.
And a fine morrow to you there, Captain Marshall, 'tis I, and I be the heartiest old sea dog that ever
that mean?
rode the waves. See you on the horizon, me hearty.
I don't really like that one. I was just choosing it to see if you needed do you need extra. 'Cause it's got a gold check next to it. I thought maybe it was a premium one. So now I'm sure this is back. But this is just an intermediate prompt. It's about to do some serious work. Oh, good. That does fit. That's what I want. Because I just told the AI that, because it made the plan and I forgot to tell it. Oh, when the app captures the sound, even if it's a long MP3 song, and the user just chooses whatever part they want as the sound, we don't just throw the rest away. The app needs to retain that. So later, if the user wants to change the sliders on that same sound, their app still has it. And yes, please proceed to create the combined implementation plan. The combined highly detailed implementation plan. Does that help to add that? I don't know. I don't know for sure, but I know that often things like that seem to make a difference. So it seems to be pretty similar to if you're talking to a person. If you were to say that to a person and you tell it to create, if you tell the person if you tell the person to create an implementation plan versus telling the person to create a highly detailed implementation plan, then they might create something more detailed if you specifically tell them to create a highly detailed implementation plan. So you have a setting that, in the settings, that is just a launch some service. Alright, so it's writing the combined implementation plan. Now that should take longer. And then once it really starts, I'm going to look at the implementation plan, but not real seriously. And then I'm pretty confident it knows what I want. And the reason I make it write the implementation, a highly detailed implementation plan, is just because once it goes ahead, I'll probably also tell it to prepare for a /clear or a compact. Or I'll just compact, and I think it'll be fine. Once it's got the implementation plan, then the highly detailed, then I can pretty much clear most of the context window with a compaction, which just writes a detailed summary of everything in the context. And of course it's going to throw some things out, maybe some important things, but you get something, and you don't have a full context. It's very important to have a lot of empty context. Well, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but having too much context is good and bad. All right. I need to. Okay, yeah. Committing the plan. Oh, wait, what? Then walk you through it. Okay, yes, it's committing the plan, then it'll walk me through it. I'm pretty much going to just very skim over it, and then I'm going to tell it to begin implementation. No, I'm not. I'm going to compact. I'm going to tell it I'm going to compact. Then I'm going to compact so it can prepare. What it is once you compact, an AI is constantly Mr. Meeseeks. They're just a blank-headed entity that barely knows anything. So then, this one agent will create a little document that will tell the other agent, hey, look at this implementation plan. We're about to do this and that. And it does, and it's ready to go. You can't maintain the same agent. Once the contacts fills up, that's it. You can do a compaction, but then it's no longer the same agent. You're starting over with a new agent, and then it just reads that summary, and it's a new agent. And it knows what's going on. Never can maintain the same agent, the same AI. You could use the same one for a long time, though, if you don't fill up your million. And you want to use the contacts window way further than you should. I need to really look at these settings, man.
Love all, trust a few, do wrong to none.
Okay. Do you have a search for the voices? Upgrade. Ooh. Alright. That phone is full. Plug this phone. So now I got my normal two phones that I always used to carry, and now I have this Pixel 10 Pro that I'm filming from right now. And as I can tell already, it's got a better camera, and it's got a better screen for sure too. Okay. This one. A code, by golly. 127. I'm not supposed to tell this to nobody. Yeah, I guess. Hopefully that credit card will work. I don't know. Whatever credit card is set up with that Google. Hope it works. Apparently now I'm being charged monthly to select better voices. I just fucking... Oh, it'll be $22 a month, but first month is half price. Alright, so apparently now I have first time ever signed up for 11 Labs. Yes, instead of 10,000 credits, I have 130,821. And I can apply for the Impact program, but I don't know, maybe I could have done that before. I don't know what that is. How do I get back to where the fuck I was at?
Правительство народа, народом и для народа не должно исчезать с лица земли.
Fuck, I want English though.
Hey there, I am Paula. Oh, you startled me. Hi, my name is Talia. I'm friend.
Hi mga mahal kong kabos.
What the?
G, sir?
Kare madi.
पर एक रात समीर की
This might be the best AI voice to use for engaging and informative content.
Правительство народа, народом и для народа.
Oh God.
في كل مرة نكشف
Bad news, boss. Cops definitely followed me back here, but we'll be cellmates. Isn't that great? You seem mad. Oh boy.
Cleanliness in life turns chaos.
Ganz ehrlich? Manchmal frage ich mich ja, warum manche Dinge immer so.
The era of shrinking yourself to make up.
This kind of sucks. There's too many voices. I don't know how to search for what I'm looking
Wrinkles should merely indicate where
Oh my
smiles
God.
have been.
for. I'm looking for a. I don't think that'll work.
Leave me alone! He what?
No. Oh my God. Let me just do this. Fuck. I need to go back to this now, I think. And we're probably ready to start implementation. Let me take a look at what they said. Now the two features share one spine. Data, one room. Migration adds all three columns at once. Playback, playback. Peace with real risk. Okay, does the boost function risk crashes on lower tier devices, like the ones I'm currently testing my app on in these tier 3 countries. Oh, fuck, man. This is...
The sound behind you is getting louder, faster, closer. You glance back. Big mistake.
क्या बोल रहा है भाई?
Announcer. Announcer. I never knew how to fucking use the audio. Why isn't it there all the time? Oh, it is. Alright. What the fuck happened to it? Announcer. Did go already.
This is the Valley's #1 hit music station. Find out tonight at 6 on WO. Sharing kindness is like a gentle breeze, spreading warmth
That's what I needed
everywhere.
to find what I wanted. And then I could probably adjust it
From New York, it's the Really Late Show with Jimmy Carson. Tonight, Jimmy welcomes musical guest, The Secret Wives.
Now I have to see. I asked it if the boost feature risks crashes. Low crash risk. And category unlike bug ranking. The 2 real failure risk. That makes it safe to ship. I just wanted it to think about these things before it proceeds with implementation. Alright, I told it proceed with implementation as autonomously as possible through pushing to internal app testing. Hopefully that shuts it up until it's done. I could have done that faster, I promise you. But sometimes